What are you doing?
Wait, what? Are we starting?
Yeah, we started.
Hey, welcome! Another week.
Yeah, we're going to change it up a little bit, though. Instead of talking about a whole bunch of different things, we're going to kind of condense it to a few things. So,
That's going to be really hard to do.
where do you want to start?
I don't know.
We can start with the Rise of Skywalker trailer.
Ugh.
Since you're steeped in Star Wars.
Okay, so, yeah, so the Rise of Star Wars trailer, the last one that came out, it came out on Monday? Yes.
Yeah, this week, yeah.
Yeah, Monday. That's the last one until 2 months from now, which I completely forgot. I'm not going to be able to watch it. Yeah.
Well, you will, just not in the U.S.
I'll be in some little town in Germany.
You have to download it on BitTorrent and watch it in Germany.
Yeah, probably not. But yeah, so that's going to be very interesting. I'll probably watch it in Paris or something like that. But yeah, it's, I don't know. It's bittersweet. The saga comes to an end.
The story continues.
Yeah. I mean, it's never going to stop. Because
I just think it's interesting. The last trailer they showed Rey all dark and evil looking.
Yeah.
This one, oh, she's wearing white and looks like the good guy again.
Well, it's because Disney kind of spoiled what that Rey thing was.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they actually posted it that it was it was like a Luke dream sequence kind of thing.
Ah.
Yeah. So they kind of spoiled it. Well, spoilers, but
where the Padawan turns on.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know. It's.
Well, I mean, they hint at the Emperor so heavily.
I mean, that's one of the saving graces, I guess, about it is the Emperor Palpatine. That you didn't see him, but there's actually a lot of old, like Ralph McQuarrie, the throne, yeah, and then there's
his laugh,
yeah,
and that one scene where it shows the throne, you see,
yeah, kind
of like his hooded robe,
yeah. It's. I'm telling you, it's. Well, did you hear about what the pre-orders already twice as much as Avengers Endgame?
No, I did not.
Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting. That means it's just gonna be a nightmare.
Joker just took the lead, and now Star Wars is gonna take it back from them.
Yeah, I mean, I think they said it's supposed to be the biggest.
It's supposed to tie all the stuff together in a nice little package.
I hope
with
so.
A little bow on top and.
But it's just one of those things where, I don't know, it's going to be interesting because in the first scene you can kind of see Rey doing her training because you see the training sphere.
Right.
But then there was a B-wing fighter, I believe, helmet that was thrown out. So a lot of people were thinking, and then so the Empire might be coming back up because they might be in some kind of ice planet. And then you saw the Superstar Destroyers come up from the ice planet.
Like a literal crap ton of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. And then they said that, for a long time they were in hiding. But what are they all like cryogenically frozen and then coming back up? I wonder if they're all like frozen and then, because I mean, it's been what? Since the Empire went away. How many years? 30 years? 40 years?
At least because Kylo was born and grew up.
Yeah,
so.
And he's in his 30th apparently.
So if the Emperor can come back, does that mean Tarkin come back?
Yeah.
See the Grand Moff?
You never know.
The only one that can actually talk down to Vader without getting force choked?
Yeah. I mean, who knows? But it's going to be very interesting. I don't understand. It's not going to be one of those things where I think it's going to make a lot more people upset than it's going to be resolving.
There's people upset.
Of course there are.
Fanboys are going to find some kind of issue with it.
There's a great, there's a great thing Collider did. Collider did a deep fake from George Lucas reviewing his own trailer, and it's pretty funny.
The one good thing is you're going to see a whole bunch more Star Wars cosplay.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, because, well...
There's a few new characters that I saw.
Yeah. There's a couple more characters. I don't know... I just don't know, man. Like I said, it didn't give you that much more. It did give you more of the Emperor. Now, there is a... we should post this picture. Let's post it up now, okay? A friend of mine posted this picture from her Facebook that she saw from a concept sketch years ago about how this thing that the Emperor's on looks like a walking spider robot thing. Is the same thing as the old concept art from the prequels, or not prequels, or maybe the original trilogy.
The old McQuarrie stuff.
The old McQuarrie stuff. So, yeah, that might be pretty interesting. I should pull it up so you can actually know what I'm kind of talking about. But yeah, I mean, other than that, there wasn't much meat to it.
Well, you don't know if Kylo is going to be working with Rey or against her. It's kind of ambiguous.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't see cool space horses again.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm glad we wrapped that up. Oh, it's space horses again.
It's like they stole them off the set of Avatar.
Oh God, it's like, and they're on the Superstar Destroyer, but it looks like they're still in an atmosphere because you saw lightning in the background. Yeah. So everybody's like, "Oh, space horses in space." I was like, "No, not really." Yeah. So the throne is
a throwback to the McQuarrie.
Yeah. If I don't know if you could post the picture, but there's a screenshot of the throne, and it's the exact same thing as the McQuarrie screenshot, or the McQuarrie sketch, which is really cool because that one is really, really cool. Now, who knows if everybody's kind of speculating, what if it's like Snoke was the Empire's puppet? That's why Snoke was really not popular, came out of nowhere. So who knows if, but there's so many speculations.
Well, in the fan fiction, the Emperor put his clones everywhere.
Yeah, so it
ready to bring them out when he needed.
That, and also in the video game, there is actually Emperor Palpatine who put his consciousness in a robot. So that might be it might be it.
Well, I did see another one that they kind of showed in the background one scenes. They think it might be Mr. Bones, the Imperial B1 droid.
Yeah, the B1 droid.
Timon, was it Timon?
I don't remember.
I don't know. Some kid basically built out of parts he found laying around.
Yeah.
And became his protector, but it became a really kick-ass protector type droid.
Yeah, it was a cool nod to the prequels because you did see an old battle droid in the background. You also did see R2 again, which was nice. I was everybody.
The only character who's been in every.
So here's a funny thing. So he's a character that's been in every single movie.
C-3PO missed one, right?
I don't know. I don't remember. But so what George Lucas wanted to actually do, and he talked about this briefly, that he actually, before he started making the movies, he actually wanted to get the story and the perspective from R2-D2. Hence why he's in every single one of them, which is kind of cool. But R2-D2 wasn't in Solo or anything, so.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about the main.
Yeah, the main storyline.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of glad the main storyline is going to kind of be not over, but maybe concluded. Now you heard Feige wants to do a Star Wars movie, but I don't think he wants to do a continuation of the episodes.
There's enough characters they can explore.
Oh, yeah.
Like with Mandalorian, it's going to be a completely different part of the universe they're going to explore.
Yeah, the Mandalorian I think is more. I'm more excited about the Mandalorian. That's coming out November 11th or 12th.
I'm excited for Kenobi. They finally let Ewan McGregor. He's had to keep it a secret for like 4 years.
But yeah, I mean that's.
That I'm.
But I mean that whole joke, like when he was playing Christopher Robin, and then Winnie the Pooh was like General Kenobi, and then that will be his. He's going to be typecast as Obi-Wan forever because what's the last thing you've seen him in besides the prequels?
Look at his bankroll.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't care, but
Call me Kenobi for the rest of my life.
Right,
Just keep sending that check.
That'd be a heck of a typecast as the greatest Star Wars guy ever.
Yeah, but that series is coming out in 2022, I think.
I hope I'm going to be live then. It's going to be nice.
I hope the world's not gone.
Exactly, right. Who knows what's going to happen next.
So yeah, good stuff going in Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be fun. Check it out. We probably can link a description or link the I mean, if you haven't seen it by now and you watched us just talk about it, I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, let's move on to another trailer that we just watched.
The one we just watched?
We just watched because the funny thing is you told me about it and I didn't even notice.
It was kind of low-key.
Low-key, and it was just a teaser. There was no new footage of the characters in episode 2. This is almost not a foreshadowing, a going back to Homelander and how he was raised.
Yeah.
I made a slight joke. You should go watch. Like, you can pause it right now. Go watch 2.5 minutes of it.
Being his tutor is not a good job.
Yeah, being his tutor is not a good job. And I was like, oh. And then he was like, oh, you're my mother. I was like, I can be your mother. Will you love me? Yes. And then he started hugging. I was like, I watched you crush your spine, just out of joke. And then he did it. And I was sitting there like, oh my god, he actually did it. That's crazy. I thought I was like, I called it.
Yeah, that teaser. If the series is the first season it's as good as the first season, it's going to be crazy because now we have a whole new dynamic.
Yeah.
Between him and Butcher.
And him and his and Homelander and his son.
Because Homelander.
Spoiler: he has a son at the end.
You saw in the first season Homelander banged Butcher's girlfriend.
Yep.
Guess what?
And
she got super pregnant with his super sperm.
But could you imagine, like that? There was that whole Superman kryptonite kind of thing. You know, can you actually get a non-human pregnant? Because
he wasn't supposed to be able to.
Yeah.
And in the comics, the baby ends up killing the mom being born because it's just superpowered. But
well, I mean, that baby kicks. He's going to kick a hole right through the stomach. You know,
maybe his powers were latent in the womb. I'm not mad at the way they're doing this. I like that extra tension between the ex.
Yeah.
That he's been trying to track down.
That's one of those things, like, you got a lot of splitting to do, Lucy. And then, like, at the end where the kid's eyes, oh, man. That's going to be crazy. I still want him rolling around with a baby with the laser eyes.
Season 1.
Did you see, there's somebody that cosplayed that?
No,
it's hilarious. You should Google it right now. Was it Butcher baby laser cosplay?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Try to look it online. If not, we can maybe post a picture.
Really good.
It's hilarious. It's just a guy just holding a picture with it's funny. But yeah, it's one of those things where I've been reading a couple things about it, and they said that the boys and was it Amazon?
I think, is it Amazon Prime?
Yeah, I think it's Amazon Prime. Which is, they came out swinging and they hit a home run on that one, man. I tell you something. I was sitting there like, okay, it's another superhero movie, but oh boy, was I highly surprised.
Yeah. It's more realistic.
Yeah, I mean, this is like what would actually happen if
corporations running the superheroes.
Exactly. Yeah.
When you're that powerful.
Yeah, well, who's going to stop you? Yeah, who's going to stop you?
Why wouldn't you do what you want?
Exactly.
I mean, A-Train ran through a person. It exploded him.
The jaw, when he's just picking up the jaw. Oh, God, it was so horrendous. And a lot of full frontal male nudity because his skin is diamonds. It's such a great trailer, such a great show.
If you haven't seen season 1, go watch it.
Did they say when season 2 is going to come out? Because I know season 2 we've talked about it maybe 3 months ago about this.
Yeah,
it's going to be a while since another one's going to come out.
Yeah, I can't wait though. I'm waiting to see. Have you seen any cosplay from?
Well, the only one I saw was the baby one. Yeah. But other than that, no, I actually really haven't. I do apologize. I did see one Homelander, and it was just it was really bad.
I'm gonna cosplay the Invisible Guy, but when he's visible, just walking
naked. Yeah.
What are you doing? Is my cosplay?
Is my cosplay? But I went down the rabbit hole and watching some YouTube channels about the boys. And there was a huge spoiler, which really bummed me out about the Noir character.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you know it.
I know it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We're not gonna spoil it for you, but
there's a reason why Homelander is very partial to him.
Yeah, so it's like Not you doing. You're not. You Nora. You're doing great.
Except for you, Nora.
But that really messed me up. I'm like, oh man, that would have been a heck of a freaking reveal. But some moron online had to spoil it.
Well, they might twist it.
That's what I was hoping for. Hopefully, it's like a Walking Dead kind of situation, like where the comics is one way.
They kind of follow parallel and veer off every once in a while. And you haven't seen Butcher's Dog yet either. I don't know if you read about him.
No, like I said, I didn't read the comics. I just saw a YouTube thing about it. They didn't give me.
Dog is going to be in the next one. It's a really big dog that they've injected with that
B1 serum or something like that.
And the dog has a taste for flesh.
Oh God, what is it? What is
a big bulldog.
What was the dog went into space? Oh God.
It went into space.
The Marvel one. At the end, like Marvel.
Astronaut?
I know it was right next to. I forget it. Whatever it is. But yeah, so it's a like a mighty dog or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, sure. I don't know. Yeah, so boys, definitely check it out. But like I said, they released it. When did they release that teaser? Like the other day?
I just saw it this morning.
Yeah,
so
it's like
it's been out very long.
I don't know why they would tease something 9 months in advance from when it releases.
Or why there isn't any hype to it. Because you don't see it.
But then again, it is just a teaser about a character we already know was like origin story.
Kind of, yeah.
But so, I mean, until actually a new footage and stuff like that releases, I don't think they're going to do a lot of pushing it until probably about 3 months before it pulls out.
Yeah, I like that dark dystopian look at superheroes.
Yeah, I mean,
Garth Ennis does that great, just like with Preacher.
Yeah, I like Preacher. I binge watched the first season, and
oh really? Because they just finished up the whole series.
Oh, okay. Well then, good. I can binge watch the whole thing.
Yeah, and if you think season one kind of introduces you to a lot of them, it gets weird from there. Really, really. Have you seen the Angels fight yet?
Mm-mm. No, I said I'm like halfway through season 1, so I'm kind of binging it right now. But I bought it on DVD, so I can watch it anytime. Wait, isn't it on? It's on Hulu, right? It's on
probably.
Something.
It's on Sci-Fi or FX. It's on regular.
It's probably on FX.
So you can probably get it on Hulu.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, I mean, it just The Boys. Check it out. It comes on Amazon Prime. It was just a teaser, but it was a pretty cool teaser, and I kind of called something. I was sitting there like just surprised, and I was sitting there like, "How watch these break his spine?" And she just did it. I was like,
"The Boys don't follow the Marvel model."
No, but you said they're in the same universe, right?
No, I don't think so.
No, okay.
Not that I know of.
Unless they're like a crossover. One time you said
they might
that they fight something. I don't
say
know.
a lot of things. It doesn't mean they're all right.
It's not like we do this video every weekend or something like that.
Yeah, I don't remember. I might have seen them crossover, but I don't recall.
Yeah, so boys, check it out. Man, you know what I've been watching lately? It's this show called Mr. Inbetween. Oh, it's such a good show. It's about this hitman, but it's an Australian hitman, and it's so good. It's on FX now. So yeah, it's on FX. So if you ever want to look it up, it's called Mr. Inbetween. It's about a normal guy, but he's a hitman, and it's almost like Breaking Bad style. But they're only half-an-hour episodes, or like 20-minute episodes because they have commercials. It's such a great show, and it's about his family and that how he's becoming more of a better person, but he chooses his own people that he like to kill. Well, sometimes it's selective, but not like. But he'll still do it for money. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's pretty violent, but it's not like overly violent. Like there's a lot of punching and stuff like that, and there's murder and stuff like that. But it's more suspenseful than anything. You should really go watch it. It's something I really wish more people would actually look at because it's a really good show. I binge watched season 1's already out on Hulu or FX now. Season 2 is currently going on right now. Actually, I'm going to watch the latest episode today. So go watch Mr. Inbetween. I think it's a really good show. If you're not watching it, you're kind of missing out on a really good show. And the main character, he's not like you wouldn't actually imagine him as a main character in an American sitcom or an American crime thriller or something like that. But he is straight up like an Aussie guy, you know. He doesn't. He's not the best looking guy, and he's real, you know.
I have to check that one out.
Yeah, you really do. It's if you like Breaking Bad, if you like that kind of seedy undertone of things, you should really like this. It's pretty good. And the first season has his friend. It's a little story. His friend is also like a buddy that does work with him, and his friend comes over to his work and he's like, "Dude, I need you to help me out. My Russian bride found my porn." And he's like, "Okay, so what does it mean?" I say, "Well, I told her it was your porn." I said, "Why would you tell her it's my porn? Why would I leave my porn at your house?" So he's like, "Dude, just do it. You know, she's gonna divorce me, blah blah blah." So he goes over there, and he's like, "Okay, fine, I'll do it. I'll just do it." So he goes over there, and she's all like, and he's like, "Yeah, it's my porn." And he's like, "Why would you use this kind of porn?" He pulls it out, and it's the peeing porn. And he's all like, and she's all like, "You're disgusting, man." And he's just like looking at him, and you can just see the 1,000-yard stare. It's funny, and it's violent, and it's pretty good, and it's hilarious at times, and it's really messed up at other times. It's a give and take. You'll be highly surprised on how well it is. So, and there's not a lot of people knows about it. Man, if the 20 people that watch us go and watch it, you'll be very thankful that you heard it here first. But yeah, breaking news. All right. I don't. What else? What's the third thing that we want to know?
Bloodshot. Did you watch that one?
I did not.
Vin Diesel.
No, I did not.
It won't take long to talk about that one.
You want to do a live viewing of it?
We can.
All right, let's pull it up because I haven't seen. I was
a Valiant comics character.
Well,
similar to Wolverine.
Well, wasn't he talking about being in a Marvel movie for like 10 years already? Because I remember.
Yeah, he was going to be Black Bolt at one point.
Yeah.
The Inhumans TV show.
Oh, there's Bloodshot official trailer. All right, we can kind of watch this together. All right,
yeah, it's a shotgun blast to his face.
All right, let's go ahead and
initiate sequence.
We'll do it live.
He's an ex-soldier.
Of course.
They all are. Love that song.
Is that who is that?
Johnny Cash, I think.
What is this voice?
I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this.
Bloodshot is the one with the circle on his face, right?
On his
chest, right?
At
Yeah.
RST, we rebuild the most important assets in the U.S. military. Soldiers like yourself. You're the
Rebuilding
first
deadly
who we
soldiers.
successfully managed to bring back.
Didn't they do that in that Hulk movie?
Technology in your
Kinda.
hands. You have an army inside
So
you.
they filled him full of nanites that repair him.
Ah.
So healing, kind of like Wolverine. Can't remember.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Now
Wolverine.
tell me, do you remember anything?
But every time they bring him back, they reprogram him
Where are you going?
with a different face on the person who killed his wife. And they use that for him to go and kill him.
Oh, like Memento.
Yeah.
They use his own things against him. Oh.
But then they can shut him down and they bring him back and reboot him with a different face on that body.
Yeah.
Because you'll see they'll show several different faces, male and female.
Oh, there. All right, shut him down.
Okay, who is the next target for
Yeah, see.
elimination?
Boom.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah. So it's just like it's like Memento.
Do I know you
Similar.
guys?
I don't think so.
They manipulate him to kill. Okay, I got you. Oh, that seems pretty cool. Oh, what is? Oh, isn't that
Yes.
Okay.
What you think is real.
The
Sometimes ain't. And initiate sequence.
he eventually breaks out of it where he doesn't have to follow them.
I would imagine. Yeah. Oh, I mean, it looks really cool.
The graphics are awesome.
Yeah.
You can't control me forever.
Sure about that? Revenge is what makes a man.
Bloodshot, and this is Marvel or DC?
It's actually Valiant.
Oh, I'm sorry, Valiant. Yeah, there's more than two.
Men like me.
Yeah, people might not realize that.
That is absolutely
absolutely fantastic.
I feel like I just heard this. Are they playing this on repeat?
Yes, they are. So yeah, he
Oh, that seems pretty interesting. I mean, people were saying because I remember when we went to San Diego Comic-Con, I was in Hall H, and he actually came out, and there was one guy, he says, okay, let's do one more question at the end, and somebody actually mentioned, hey, aren't you going to play, I think it was, I don't know. This was like 2014. So whatever he was going to play back then, and he's like, oh, why did you have to ask that question? So yeah, this was been like 5 years ago, though.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, Ben Diesel's getting up there in age too. He's not.
I think he's going to make another Riddick film.
Yeah, I did see the new Riddick, but I mean, that's like his bread and butter. That's like the Fast and Furious Riddick. That's kind of his, you know.
Yeah, I thought he was a strange choice for this anyway.
For Bloodshot, yeah, because I thought Bloodshot was like not like physically different, but because isn't Bloodshot like tall and skinny? and Ben Diesel,
I mean, he really doesn't fit. I think they were trying to bank off his name.
Oh yeah,
because there's a web series if you look it up, Ninjak versus the Valiant Universe.
Yeah,
and Bloodshot is in that, and Jason David Frank plays him, and he plays him very well.
Yeah,
I mean, he was Bloodshot, so I'm surprised I didn't ask him to reprise the role in the movie. Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, that's.
Damn you, Sony! Can't do anything right.
Well, I mean, well, I guess I don't think we talked about the Sony. They're making up with Disney, right? To make another movie or two movies or whatever.
They picked up their marbles to leave, and Disney tried to bully them, and it didn't work.
Yeah. Well, I said it's a whole thing, but yeah, no, it looks. Who was that villain?
I don't know if that was Ed Skrein or whatever.
Yeah,
that's who it sounded like, but I didn't see him listed on IMDb.
Well, wasn't that guy who's doing the program that's controlling him? Wasn't he from Iron Man 3? The guy. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it was him. Yeah. They wanted to get Michael Douglas, but he wasn't available, so they pulled him in. I don't mind that.
It works.
Yeah. I mean, that seems pretty interesting. But yeah, I mean, don't let us tell you. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Do you like this new little format that we're only doing like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 topics instead of like the 15 that we try to push into? It's just a lot more detail, more in depth on each topic. Comment down below. What do you think? If you like it, and while you're down there, hit that like button. And there's that little button called subscribe. It actually does help us out a lot. And while you hit that subscribe and give us that like, hit that bell icon. Every time, because it actually gives you updates on every time we post anything or something like that. So yeah, I mean, we're trying to get this thing off the ground. We're at
closer to 10 million.
Closer to 10 million. But thank you. We do appreciate your time. My name is Patrick. Talk nerdy to me.
I'm Troy. Also with Talk Nerdy to me.
We will see you nerds next week.
Later, nerds.
Bye, nerds.
Get nerdy with me. Tell me what game that you get on. Is it card or read? What kind of class do you play, girl? In an RPG?